Mic check, mic check. There we go. As y'all can see, we got the new setup, man. Hope y'all like it. I'm asking a lot out of my computer, so forgive me for any technical difficulties right off the bat. Let's see, move some things around. Bear with me, y'all. Let's get this chat up so I can see the chat as well. Boom. We got the chat up. All right. What's up, boss fam? I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all being here. We are back with another Tuesday live for cleaning business owners, man. I'm so happy to be here. Today is a little bit, I'm having a hard time keeping a positive vibration, man. So I'm gonna need y'all help today to keep me kind of lifted up, because I've had nothing major, don't worry. There's absolutely nothing major, all minor stuff, but just some internal things that I've been going through the last couple days with some small, slight issues, with dealing with the new size of the community and having so many new subscribers, and being more of a public figure. It's been a little bit rough on me, and so it kind of sparked the reason why I wanted to do the live about the topic that I'm talking about today, was just sparked by a few comments. Usually when I get one negative comment, I shrug it off. I try to lead with empathy, but as the channel has grown and we're getting more and more subscribers, and it seems more like I'm disconnected from the in person on the other screen. There's more trolls that pop up, more people with completely different views and things like that. And so I kind of got caught up in that a little bit, and I got to be honest. And I think I can admit when I'm wrong. Sometimes I probably come across as very condescending, and I've looked back at some of my videos and I watch myself back, and I don't mean to come off like that. I really don't mean to come off condescending. I really hope that everyone understands that when I started this channel, as we were growing, we were a small community for a very long time. There was only maybe a couple of hundred of us for a very, very long time, and so I was able to lead and lean on that tough love that I give. That this is the facts. This is what it is. It's this or the highway. And I was able to talk to my my family like that. We're a family. I call it the Cleaning Boss family for a reason. It's because I don't want you guys to I want you guys to know at the end of the day, no matter what we go through, no matter how I sound or how I come off back and forth on this thing, at the end of the day, I do this because I love you guys. There's no reason for me to be here doing this. YouTube doesn't pay me. We get one, maybe two, three, four consultations a month. So that's not a huge amount of money rolling in. Yeah, it's a few $100s extra a month, but for me that doesn't change my life. It doesn't move my needle. So I don't do this for that particular reason. I do this because I want to help somebody, and so I know lately maybe I've been coming off as a little harsh, and it's been harder for, I guess, new people to understand, and also I don't owe them an explanation of going back through the channel and watching all of my content, so that they have an idea of who I am and why I'm doing this, and the context behind my attitude sometimes. But yeah, I don't do it for any other reason other than I really, tough love is what worked for me. It coming into my face and being pushed in my face that you need to handle your stuff, you need to handle your business. That's what worked for me, and I have to switch my mentality to be able to appeal to a larger amount of people. So it's not that I'm going to start sugarcoating anything. We're still going to be the realest cleaning business community on the internet. I'm still going to stand on my grounds on the things that I believe in as far as business and personal finance, no matter how anybody else feels. But I'm going to try my best to lead with even more empathy for people who disagree. And so, because we've been hurting some people's feelings, and we're going to try to fix that internally. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Shout out to everybody who got in the comments early, man. I love y'all. This is the best cleaning business community on the internet. Yup already popped in with the $2 donation. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Who else we got in the chat? Let's see. Kings. Hey, boss, I was wondering what you say to a client during proposal. All right, that's a question. We'll get to some questions in a bit. I'm here with you. Got lots of love for you. Jenny on the spot. Shout out to you. I love you too. I appreciate you for being here and always joining the live streams. You're awesome. Let's see. Nick, what's up, man? Good to have you back in the chat. The David Taylor, what's going on, man? Good to see you back in the chat as well. I remember all of you guys, all the familiar faces, all the regulars, the usual suspects. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all being here. You said blocking, bro. This is not for everyone. Yeah, that's. I'm glad you said that. Miguel Laura says block him, bro. This is not for everyone. So I'm not. I'm definitely not going to block any of the trolls. I don't have that kind of energy. I don't have. I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. I don't care that they exist. I don't care that they have different opinions. I hope at the end of the day my intentions shine through. My intentions are to help people. My intentions are to help someone from a spot similar to where I was I don't want anyone to have to go through that or have to go through some of the things that I went through mentally and internally. I was in a really dark place when I started my cleaning business. If you guys don't know, I was a homeless man when I started this business. I had nowhere to live. I had just lost my house. I had just lost my girlfriend. I was going through terrible custody battles. I was hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and so I was in a really really dark place. And I want people to see that that it's possible, that there's hope, that it can be done. And that's it. I never said that I know how to make it easy. I never said I know how to make it quick. I know how to do it. That's it. I know that it's possible, and I know the clear path for it to happen for anybody starting anywhere near that level. If you're not starting from that level, cool. You got some money, or you got some family that can give you some money to help you out and help push you along, then that's wonderful. But understand that you're blessed in 99.9% of the world. So have some perspective, and people can't be. I named the name of this video is unrealistic and managing expectations, and I think that's where a lot of new cleaning business owners get this entire thing wrong. Is they expect they expect it to be a lot easier. People underestimate what they can do in 5 years, but they overestimate what they can do in a year. You think you're gonna start this business, and by the end of the year, your life's gonna be hunky dory. But and that can happen. It's possible. It's happened for plenty of people, but that's not the case for most people. And that's not to say that a lot more people can't do this business. I just think that if keeping the perspective in check, that this is not something that's going to be easy on any. There's too many people that want to have money. Like in America, there's too many people that want to be successful. If it was as easy as throwing money at the problem, every investment would be a huge success. Because if you could just throw money at a business to make it work, then cool. Everyone would just throw money at businesses. Everyone would make as much money as they can, throw it at a business, and it'll work every time, right? Wrong. That's not realistic. That's not real life. And I need everyone to understand that it doesn't even matter if I give you $100,000 today. It doesn't mean that your business is going to be successful, which is also why I talk about not taking loans. Cool. Loans. Is it possible for someone to get a loan and invest it in their business and it be great? Yes, that's it. It is possible. It has happened before. It has happened plenty of times before. And I'm not even saying to never get a loan. Once you're in business and you have profits, and you can use leverage to the maximum. I highly believe in leverage. I have a mix of the value, like the principles in personal finance and finance, from many different people. But in the beginning, the basics are the basics. Like you need to have yourself in check, your finances in order before you can go to the next level. So a lot of people heard of, I don't know if you guys have heard of Dave Ramsey. I don't believe in all of his principles, but I do believe in his principles in order to get your personal finances in check in the very beginning, how to get from that completely broke place. Now he's anti-credit cards and anti-credit and stuff like that, and anti-loans. That's not me. I don't believe in I believe in using leverage completely. I have 7 different business credit cards. It's not something that I don't believe in. I have lines of credit open with a bunch of different entities. It's not that I don't believe in it, but just starting out for someone who's already not making money, maybe your credit score is already not where it needs to be. Nobody's gonna loan you money anyway. And even if you do have some family or some people that can loan you some money, that's cool, that's a blessing, but that doesn't mean that your business is gonna be successful no matter how much money they give you. You can still fail. You can still throw all the money in the world at a business and still fail. That's why I teach and I preach to be able to do these things for yourself. Be able to come up with pricing for yourself. because I don't want you following some template or some formula, and then the market changes, or like things that are going on right now, things like COVID happened, that changed prices. The price of materials have gone up, that's changed prices. Minimum wage has gone up and down, that changed prices in those percentages. If you're locked into a formula, then your funds are going to fluctuate like this, and you're going to have no idea why or how to control it. So that's why I never give you like a formula, a set formula to follow for pricing. I teach you how to come up with your own pricing and what you need to be thinking and considering in order to come up with your own pricing. That's why I do it that way. It's not to like hide behind something or withhold the information. If you look at 4 different other YouTubers about the cleaning business and how they do pricing or what should you be charging, I guarantee you're going to get at least 4 different answers, 4 different other prices. They'll say, hey, what would you charge for this square foot facility? I bet you'll get however many people you ask, you're going to get a different price. And that's just how it is. Everyone, even if you just go and do some corporate espionage and ask people what they charge for X, Y, Z, you're going to get different prices. And there's a reason for that, because everyone prices differently, and it needs to be for you. This business, you design it for you. It has to work for you, nobody else. No one else's template is going to solve your business. No amount of money that you throw at it is going to solve you not knowing what you need to know. Like you need to be good at these things. That's what it like. If you're going to be a CEO, understand that there's a lot of people trying to do this. So you're going to need to be good. You're going to need to develop the skills to outflank and outwork these other people. Because there's people out here that work really hard, that study really hard. There's people much smarter than you, much smarter than me, that have tried and failed at this. And so if it was super easy, then everyone would just be able to do it. And I don't want anyone that follows me to kind of fall into that trap. I want you to work on those muscles, work on negotiating skills, work on pricing, and work on being able to market for yourself and get your own customers, and be good at sales, be good at attracting clients, be good at managing employees. I want you guys to develop those skills that you're going to need no matter what company you go into, and it's going to help you run your company a lot better and a lot more efficiently. It's the only reason why I do these things. So so all in all, I apologize for ever coming off condescending. I don't mean to do it that way. I'm just very used to giving and receiving tough love. It's how I was communicated with, and so I have a tendency to communicate that way. So I am probably, I'm trying to, trying to rectify that. I'm trying to find a way to improve on that within myself. So bear with me as I do that. I don't mean to be biting heads off. That's not what I'm trying to do. I really, it's really just a reflection of how much I care and how much I want you guys to succeed. And I really hope that that's my intention, and I hope that that's what shines through overall. But again, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for being here and supporting me. Everyone who's stuck with me through all the tough love and all the berating that I do to you guys. I appreciate you sticking with me. And we're gonna keep it rocking, keep trying to provide as much value as possible. But this isn't just about loans, but all the things that I believe. Not paying certain bills, charging up front, not taking out loans. All the stuff that I believe that can be controversial to other people, but there's reasons behind it all. The difference between me and a lot of people is that they would tell you that this is easy and you just do this, that, and the third, and you'll be there. That's not what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you it's possible, and this is how you do it. Not that it's easy, or not that it's going to take 30 days or 90 days. I will give you the steps and the things that you need to do in order to be successful, and then you need to do them, and you need to improve on yourself in order to be able to do them. And so, but that's I just want you guys to have realistic expectation of what goes on. And that's not to say that you can't have success earlier. You can't have success fast. You can definitely have success fast, especially in commercial cleaning, because what we sell costs a lot of money. It's like anyone who sells houses. Like every time you sell a house, you change your freaking year. You make you can damn near make your salary for the year selling one house. It's because what you sell is expensive. So in commercial cleaning, your business can change like that. One client, and everything's different. Everything you need more, and it happens all the time. Let's get in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the comments, man. I love y'all so much. Let's see who we got. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the comments. If you have a question, if there's something that's going on in your cleaning business that you want help with, Now is the time to get in the comments. Today's gonna be a little bit shorter. I'm also like sorry about jumping all around. My head's all over the place. I'm also slightly in a negative mood because if you guys don't know, if you don't follow me on any of my other channels, I coach AAU fifth grade. My son's basketball team, and I've been trying to like produce this little reality show to garner some support for the team and try to raise money for different trips and state championships and stuff and travel and all of that stuff for the boys. And so I started a channel to try to to do that, and so everyone can participate and also follow the journey. It's E31 Hoops on all of the social media, so YouTube, IG, TikTok. You guys can go check that out. Follow it if you have, if you want to, or if you were interested in basketball or watching little kids play basketball, or just the story of how I'm coaching these young boys and trying to build them up. But the first sneak preview to that little reality show is out on E31. But yesterday at practice, my second string point guard came up to me and told me that he didn't want to play the position anymore, and it just made me really, really sad. And I felt like I was doing something wrong. And so I plan to have a conversation with him later on. That may just be part of the next episode of the show. But that on top of the YouTube stuff and the trolls and kind of checking myself and trying not to blame other people and trying to look inward, it's got me really having to fight the negative vibrations, and so that's why I need the positive vibrations today. And so I'm glad that you guys are all here and everyone's in good spirit. It really helps me out. So I appreciate you guys again and for that. But now's the time to ask a question. So if something's going on in your cleaning business, something's not clear, leave your question in the chat, and I will get to it. We're about to start going through the questions right now. So who we got first? Back to Becoming a King says, hey boss, I was wondering what you say to a client during a proposal when they say you sound just like everyone else. It seems like I need to do more to ensure we will get the job done. Thoughts? Becoming the King, shout out to you. I appreciate you asking the question. This is a really good question, actually. I talk about setting yourself apart a lot. One of the best ways you can set yourself apart, I guess this would be after the walkthrough. We'll get back to what you can kind of do before the walkthrough, but is to have your proposal, look professional. Your potential clients have no idea what size your business is or how your business looks or how much money you're making. What they do know is what you put in front of them. So like your proposal, when you hand them that proposal and it's that same templated, quote sheet with the, number at the top, your logo, and just the itemized line thing that says cleaning, blah, 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 and a price. Everybody has that. Everyone does that. All the systems do that automatically. That it doesn't make you look any different. When you give them a proposal, a 10-page document that's got pictures of your client, of your employees, and pictures of the way you do things, and mentions about your values and things like that, that's going to go a much longer way. I have a template for a cleaning proposal. If you guys don't know, you can download the cleaning proposal template in the link in the description of this video or any video on my channel. It is a lead magnet, so you will have to provide your email. Once you get the email, you confirm your email, then the template gets sent to you via email as well. And so then you have it, you can customize it, change my colors to your colors, my pictures to your pictures, and you have a professional looking proposal template. I urge you not to use my images or stock images. Please change everything, otherwise you're just going to look like a different company. And people can, especially businessmen and businesswomen, they know stock images when they see them, and they know when the images don't match your company. So try to have your own brand. And even if you don't use my proposal template, you can see my proposal template and then change it completely so that you're at least doing proposal templates in that way. And so it sets you apart even in just that. It shows them that you care about your brand, you care about your company. Somebody put effort into, presenting your business to potential clients. So that's something that you can do after the walkthrough. It's just how you present your business. Before the walkthrough, same thing. How much care are you putting into the business? How much care are you putting into your presentation and how you come across to these businesses? The number one thing I always start off with sales or getting new clients is niching down. If you are trying to just clean everything for everybody, you're going to sound like everybody else. All the only information you have to offer is very generic, run-of-the-mill, top surface level information. But if you spend your entire if you spend all your efforts focusing on one type of business, then you're going to be talking about things that are important to specifically that business. It's just the natural way of things. If you're super like if medical facilities are the thing that you want to target, the businesses that you go after, when you're writing your marketing materials or you're putting up posts on social media and you're making blog posts and things like that, you're going to be talking about things that are specifically beneficial for medical facilities. How it it whatever reduces turnover for them, or gives happier, has more success rate with their patients, or you know you know they get better reviews from their patients online, or whatever. It improves whatever they're doing in their medical facility. Like, you're going to be talking about things that are specifically beneficial to them, and the more you do that for one particular client type, the better you're going to be at it, and the more you're going to stand out from those cleaners who just clean everything from everybody. Make sense? If I came to you talking about what I do for everybody, you're not gonna feel like it's something that's for you. You feel like, okay, well, I can get that from anybody. But if I come and I'm talking about your problems, and I'm talking about things that you go through, think about what I'm doing here on this channel. Like, I'm talking to cleaning business owners, because I'm able to gain your trust, and I'm able to come across as different and stand out from everyone else, because when I talk, I'm talking about the same problems that you have. I'm talking about the same issues that you go through. I'm overcoming the same things that you go through. And so I'm building trust and building relationships. I'm building brand with you. So when I go to offer you something, it stands out, because it's not the same as any other cleaning, any other regular business coach. Say, not compared to another cleaning business coach, but compared to a business coach, just a random business coach. I'm going to look a lot more appealing to a cleaning business owner, because I specifically coach cleaning businesses. Does that make sense? I hope that came through, and I hope that makes sense for you. Move on to some other questions. Shout out to Becoming a King for that for the question, man. That was a good one. Student of Review TV, shout out to you, man. Good to have you in the chat. All of my regulars, usual suspects. Jenny on the spot says, hey DJ, I'm here with you. Got lots of love for you. I got so much love for you too, Jenny on the spot. I'm so proud of all of the things that you have been accomplishing. Y'all, I don't know if Jenny of the Spot is putting out videos or if she's documenting her journey, but go and show her some love, because she has been killing it and making moves in this industry. I'm super proud, and for her to give me any credit from watching my videos is just crazy. She's the one putting in all the work. I just try to be here for support and some mentality checks and some different ideas. But all in all, you guys are the one that puts in the work. So when you guys have success, I cheer probably louder than your family does. I'm so happy for you. So shout out to Jenny on the Spot. Show her some love. She's been doing amazing things. Loving it. Let's see. Jajat Singh says, hi DJ, what up? I see you. Appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate everybody. Laura Sherman says, have you done any subcontracting? If so, was it beneficial? That is a good question. I have a couple of videos on my thoughts and my feels about subcontracting, but for those of you who have not heard me spiel about it before, I will talk about it a little bit, just for Laura Schellenberg. Schellenberg. Sorry, I want to make sure I say that closer to the right way. But subcontracting, to be flat out honest, I do not like subcontracting. Yes, I have done it before in the very beginning of my business when I needed money. I wasn't saying no to anything. In the beginning, you need money, say yes to everything. If someone would have asked me, even while I had my first couple of clients, if someone would have asked me to clean their dog kennel, I would have done it. If someone would have asked me to clean whatever, I would have been there scrubbing, because I wouldn't say no to anything. So I did take some subcontracting jobs, and they typically didn't work out. Even the ones that semi worked out, the profit margins weren't as good as I wanted them to be, or what I felt like they should be, because of I knew that there was also a markup that my subcontractor was charging to the end user, and so I just didn't like someone having their hands in my money, and it would never add up to enough profit for me to make it work, because your subcontractor has to make your contractor has to make money too, so they're going to have some markup, and then you're going to have a little bit of room to play with if you can manage it well. And I was able to manage it really well and make some money in some deals, but just knowing what I know now, I would never ever do it again. I only work directly with customers. So I mean, in the beginning, if you need money, you need some capital into your business, so you just need to get things going, and you can take some jobs. Then cool, yes. But understand that they're making even more money on top of you, and they're never going to touch a facility. They're never going to clean a facility whatsoever. That's You're going to be cleaning the facility, or your employees are going to be cleaning the facility, and you're going to be trying to make the little bit of profit, trying to figure out how to make the profit on top of your employee costs, and they're making even more profit on top of that just for getting the client. The person who has the relationship with the client has all the leverage. Please remember that. If you remember nothing else from this live stream, understand that the person who has the client, the relationship with the client, will always have the leverage. So at the end of the day, that is what you need to seek to have, is to be the one attracting clients and the one building the relationship with those clients, so that you have the leverage. Subcontractors, this has happened to me before. We work in a facility. We're there for 4, 5, 6 months, and then out of the blue, we just get replaced. They found a mom and daughter who were cleaning together, who could do it for cheaper, and they were just taking the money directly. So they replaced us just like that. The next month, my employees have less hours of work, just like that. And there's nothing that you can do. Like, they typically don't sign super long contracts for subcontractors, and they can replace you at any time. Even worse, they can decide at one point, once they have enough clients, that they can just change out to W-2 employees. They can start training people on their way to cleaning, how they want to do it, and then they can just replace you with their own people. And now they're a cleaning business. You just kind of gave them a business, and they have the important thing, which is the relationship with the client. It's always the number one important thing. So I definitely don't like subcontracting. I never do it now. I only work direct. That's all I do, is I attract clients directly to me through my marketing, through my advertising. I build a relationship with those clients myself, and that's how I manage that. I never try to go through a subcontractor. I never accept work from subcontractors, just so that I'm always always am able to get clients for myself. And that's what I advise, is you to learn how to get clients for yourself. Even if you take some subcontracting jobs in the beginning, you need to learn how to get clients for yourself, so that you can't just be put out of business. Got an email here. All right, let's get into the next question. Shout out to you for asking the question. I appreciate it. Cornama Bai says, hello. What up? I see you. Thanks for joining the chat. Nix says, we appreciate you and your tough love as well. Your understanding to some opinions, also for your respect towards others. Hey, we all got opinions, and that makes the world go round. Facts. Everyone's got their own opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't mean to bash anyone for their opinion, but if you come to my channel and you want to challenge me on one of my opinions, expect me to challenge you back. You're gonna need to actually come up with something, that actually sounds, like you're educated, right? That you come with proof of why I'm wrong, or why your opinion is better. Like, if you want to debate, I love to debate. I don't know why, but I get it from my mom, but I love to argue back and forth. And so trust me, I am ready for it. I am prepared, and I've been doing this for a long time. So if you're going to come and challenge me on something, please be ready, and do not take offense that I challenge you back, because I will. Actually, to point out one of the instances in the comments, someone came and they were like, "Oh yeah, dude, why would you say you don't start a business on a loan? Do you think the huge companies like Aramark and what was the other one? Aramark and Vanguard and Aramark, and he was like, those huge companies, do you think they didn't take out loans to get where they are?" And I had to immediately laugh at this troll, because those businesses are billion-dollar businesses, right? $5 billion businesses, and they definitely did not start on loans. Do your research before you say something like that in the comments in public and embarrass yourself. Like, Aramark was started by Davry Davidson, from the trunk of his 1932 Dodge, while him and his wife did accounting at the kitchen table. He, then spent several decades, 30 years, building that business to $37 million a year, and then from there he partnered up with someone else and built it to the $5 billion business that it is today. There was no in the beginning to start his loan. There was no loan. There was nothing there. That's how it started. Vanguard was started by investors, people who were already successful, and they put a pool of money into a fund. That's not a loan. That's not getting a loan and making it. So, like, yes, I know. At some point, they probably did use leverage to to accelerate their growth. But you know, at least use examples. If you're going to come to me and argue with something, at least use examples that are true, or at least use examples that further your point and not mine. So it was one of the biggest things that kind of got to me. I'm like, how are you really sitting here arguing with me about this, and using these things as examples when they're they show exactly what I'm talking about. You can build any size business starting from zero, starting from scratch with your own effort and sweat equity. Uh, but enough of that. Let's move on. Let's move on. Hey, Nick, LOL for the trolls. Let me troll. They get in channel algorithm up. They have a purpose too. Facts. And that's another reason why I like to argue in the comments, because the more comments that are in the comments, the better the algorithm sees my engagement, and they push my videos even further. So they help, which is another reason why I will not be deleting any troll comments or any things like that. So let's see. Someone already said no, he hates subcontracting. Yeah, I hate subcontracting. Terrible experience. I have a video on my channel that was from a few years ago about a really big subcontracting job that we had that went horribly wrong. It wasn't the only one, but it was definitely the first time I got to see the negative side of what subcontracting can do, to a business. Let's see. Thanks for no. Please don't get loans to start a business. Yeah, no, I would not suggest doing that. Is it possible? Yes, but it is also more possible and actually more likely if you were just starting your first business and you don't have any actual business experience. Hey, look, if you have business experience and you've built a few businesses from start to finish, from start to successful already, and cool. One, you probably don't need a loan. You probably have money if you are already successful. But two, then yeah, maybe you'll be able to navigate this new industry that you're getting into with your loan and be able to make that money back. But most people, if this is your first business, you're just getting started, like getting a loan isn't going to do you anything. Like you're going to buy all this equipment and then have payments to pay back a loan. Or you're going to have all this money and you're going to try to advertise, and then your advertisements are going to flop because you don't know how to manage conversion data. You don't know how to set up, pixels and things like that to tracking. You don't know how to optimize pages for conversions and things like that. And so you're going to waste all your money on advertising. Either you're more likely to lose all that money and be stuck in the red at the very beginning of your business than anything else. So is it possible to start on a loan? Yes, it is possible, and some people have done it, but typically those are people who know what they're doing. If you already don't know what you're doing, there's no shortcut around. There's no shortcut around learning what you need to learn, learning how to actually be a CEO. All the big actual CEOs, they know how to negotiate, they know how to market, they know how to sell. They know how to manage people. They know how to build systems. These are things that you have to. There's no getting around doing these things. There's no getting around doing these things. So you have to work on yourself, and you have to improve on your skills in those areas. It's a have to. Let's see. Where were we here? Donnie Brasco. Shout out Donnie Brasco. I see you in the chat, man. Appreciate you being here. Another one of the usual suspects. Missed last Tuesday. Well, yeah, missed last Tuesday. Well, we good. Glad to have you on this Tuesday, man. Glad to have you here. Appreciate y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. Hey, bro. So maybe it's just me, but you're a little low. I'm trying to move the microphone up, get a little closer to the mic. So the mic's on my desk over here, and I'm like back here so I can be in the camera. So my bad. Trying to manage here. If you can't tell, I got a little new setup with the chat on the side and my lower third, graphics and stuff like that. So I've been moving things around. My camera's in a different spot. So I'm trying to get everything precise for, future live streams. So yeah, y'all let me know stuff like that. If you can't hear me, if I'm blurry, if I'm cutting out and things like that, let me know. Let's see. Hey, Nick, one of the realest things you've said, in my opinion, was that everyone at a high level in this biz is figuring it out. You encourage us to be creative with our biz. That's actually incredibly empowering. That's the goal. That's really the mission, is for you to understand that you have the power. You control the business. It's your business. No one's telling CEOs what to do. No one's telling CEOs how to run their business. You get to run it how you want to run it, no matter what anyone tells you. It's your business. You do what you want to do inside of it. So you move the pieces how you want. You set things up how you want. You charge what you want. If you want to charge $6,000 an hour, if you can do that, that's you. It's on you. If you can actually convince someone to do it, and you can actually sell, you can actually provide, sell that value to someone, then that's you. You can do exactly what you want. If you want to make no profit and just keep spending all your money to put it in the business and make no profit, but just keep growing your business every year, that's on you. That's what you want to do. If you like, plenty of big businesses do that. They make zero profit one year and they make a little bit of profit next year, and they're just constantly reinvesting the profits back into the business so that there are no profits, but the business gets bigger every year. People do that. You do what you want to do. If you want to not accept digital payments and only take cash, cool. That if whatever reason you have for doing that, no one can tell you like you can't do that. Like it's your business. No one can tell you that. No one can tell you how they can pay you. Like it's obviously you make it a little harder for yourself doing. There's negatives and positive, pros and cons to everything, but pick your ground and stand on it. It's your business. Run it how you want to. Everyone at the top of all these businesses are making this shit up as they go, and that's what he's referring to. I say that all the time. Donnie Brasco. Yeah, E31 Hoops. Yep. That's my page on all the social medias, even YouTube. That says, yeah, you're a little low. My volume's on 100. Yeah, my bad. Let's see if I can get my audio capture up. Try to stay a little bit closer to the mic. Me too, haha. Her name of bias is not a question, but I hope you still have the tax video on mind. I think it would be so helpful. I do have a video on taxes. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it to see what it might be missing to make an improved video. But I do have a video on taxes. I'm not like a tax attorney or anything, so I try to avoid doing anything illegal per my lawyer or giving any type of advice that I can't give. But I do have a video on what my thoughts on taxes and how I approach taxes and some things that you should think about. So definitely check out the rest of my channel. Go look at the rest of the videos on my channel. There's usually something really valuable that you might not be thinking about or might be overlooking in your business that that I touch on those videos. So go and scroll. There's a lot of value on my channel. People, plenty of people have had success from just watching my videos. So there's a lot of value in there. So go back and watch some of those old videos. Do some research. Let's see. Nanex says, can you talk about do's and don'ts with subcontractors if you use them? Basically, how to specifically handle them different than employees. Thank you. Oh, like so if you're subcontracting, like if you're hiring a cleaner to go and clean a cleaning company to go and clean somewhere for you, how to manage those and how to what do you say? How to handle them differently. I mean, if you're going to obviously pay them well to keep them doing a good job, let them know what your expectations are and the level of quality the level of quality for the service that you want to have in your facility. Maybe and as best you can checklist out that thing, give that to them like say you would an employee. But obviously this checklist is going to be a little less detailed because they're their own company. They're going to be doing things their own way, so you're not going to have much control over the process. But you can let them know what's important to you and things that you want to get done, and there has to be some type of checks and balances. And so majorly that's the main thing. It's just to make sure you have some type of checks and balances and wait for them to hold them accountable for for the quality in your facilities. Let's see if I can answer more about yeah, I mean, using subcontractors it's already weird. I mean, there's a complete lack of control that you have when you hire subcontractors, and that's those are the pros and cons. With actual employees, you get to control every little detail. With subcontractors, you really don't. the best thing you can do is just communicate your expectations. However you decide to communicate what you expect from them, and what you expect out of the quality of the service, that's going to be most important. That really is all it is. That's all you can do. You can pay them well, or you can pay them not well, but the expectations that you set are going to lead that relationship, and it's going to dictate how good of a service they're going to provide for you, and for your end user. So, uh, what else on using subcontractors? Definitely have more than one. So if you have doing a bunch of different, like we have subcontractors for the services that we don't provide, like windows and things like that, pressure washing and stuff that we don't do internally. We do have subcontractors for things like that, but we have multiple window cleaning services, multiple pressure washing companies. We have multiple that we can call on because they're not all always available. So you want to make sure you keep your list and just maintain those relationships really well. Make sure that you're keeping in touch with them, put them on their own separate like email list, and send them a newsletter just so that they remember that you send them work every now and then, until you're constantly sending them work. And but yeah, keep up with your all of your subcontractors, and then keep a list. Keep a list of different contractors. If you're only doing cleaning, then have a bunch of different cleaners in whichever areas that you're servicing. Uh, but that's the best way to go about it. And what was I gonna say? I completely forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, pay them well, communicate well, communicate your expectations. That's the number one thing I can say for hiring subcontractors. I don't do it for my cleaning business, but I do hire subcontractors for my other services. Um, what else we got? What else we got? Donnie Brown says, spoke with Bank's VP about cleaning all branches. He said the cleaning company provides all materials. 8 locations. I tried my best to keep up in conversation. Wasn't fully prepared for his needs. Yeah, I mean it's hard to skip steps if you haven't already done like the 1 location, 2 locations. It's hard to go straight to 8 locations. That's why I say don't skip steps. Be where you are. Be okay being where you are, and set those building blocks. It's brick by brick. Start from the bottom. Do not be afraid to start from the bottom. It's the starting point. That's all it is. It's the starting point. Start from where you are. It's really really hard to skip steps. You really have to have some knowledge and have been doing this and have some experience and have run across some problems, so that at the next level you're not completely unfamiliar, and you're not able to you're not out of the conversation just because of a lack of experience. So there's no way around. There's no way to cheat experience. You either have it or you don't. And and when you try to bite off more than you can chew, that type of thing is going to happen. So don't bite off more than you can chew. Stay in your realm. Stay in what you can do. If you feel like you can, it's okay to go and try and mess that up. Still, I would still have you give that person a quote as best you can. Do the math as best you can. Talk about things that you can do. Never talk about things that you can't do in a negotiation, but definitely still try to give them pricing. Definitely still try to close that deal, and do your best to try to get it staffed, and do your best to hire those people and get them trained, and mess it up. I'd rather you be trying and mess things up a bunch of times than for you to sit around researching how to do something. I would much rather you get out there and try, and that's going to be the true experience. Like there's nothing that's going to beat you actually trying to do something. That's what experience is. The attempt is worth more than anything else. You can read a million books, just like push-ups. You can read about push-ups all day long, but until you do a push-up, you're not going to get the benefits of doing the push-ups. So get out there, mess it up. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fail. Go fail ugly and early. You don't be afraid to mess these things up. You plan to be in business for a long time. What is 1 or 2 customers that think you're an idiot or think you're incompetent? And if you are at the time, then cool. You'll be able to look back on it and say, well, I was incompetent at that time. I didn't really know anything. I was just trying. You have to go through that part. That's something that you can't skip if you need to be at that level. So you may not be able to go to straight to a bank with 8 locations. You may want to start off with a couple of different locations, so that you have some revenue and some employees ready to go. And then as those questions come up, they'll sound probably a little bit more familiar. And once you're able to take those things on, you have employees that are ready to take on those extra hours. You have training in place, and you get those people trained fast, and get them into all 8 locations. Uh, but that takes experience in setting up your systems and having things already ready to go. Or you book a consultation with me, and we can talk through it and figure out what can be done in order to get that account for you or accounts like it. Let's see. Laura Schellenberg says, "Thank you." Shout out to you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. And Nick says, "Setup looks good though, boss." I appreciate it, man. I put some work into this one. I like this new setup, man. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. Got the chat on the side. I think we're gonna keep it. We're gonna do some stuff in the background now that we got the studio wall behind us, so it doesn't just scream media studio, and it'll give some more context to cleaning business owners. So we'll move some of the cleaning supplies in there just for the background. But I like it. I like this new setup. Let me know if y'all like the new setup. W in the chat for the new setup. Let's see who else is in here. Prince of Troy says, "Hey DJ, should I go door to door? I'm having trouble landing a client. Been at it for an entire year and not a single client yet. I'm kind of discouraged at this point, but I'm still going." I need to know what you're doing. What have you been doing for an entire year to have not gotten a client? And when you say you've been doing this for an entire year, what exactly have you been doing? Have you just been, like posting online? Have you been making cold calls? So I see you haven't been going door to door. Door to door is a good sales option, so definitely yes. The answer is yes for all sales things. But what do you feel like you can be the best at? If you're not at the point where you're investing dollars into advertising and you're still doing your basic sales, cold calling, cold email, which I have a video coming out on that tomorrow. Um, but you should definitely be doing all those sales methods. And I can't imagine that if you are making calls for 4 hours a day, every day for a year, that you would not get one client. I find that extremely hard to believe. I find it extremely hard to believe that if you set up your Google My Business page and your social medias and your website to actually come up and be optimized for search, and you've been studying how to how to do a little bit of SEO and even basic SEO, that's going to get you some traffic and at least a call every now and then over the course of 3 to 6 months if you're trying. So I really, yeah, posting online. Are you calling every day? You're doing this 4 hours a day. Actually how many calls are you putting out? People try cold calling and they try to do 10, 20 calls and think that that's cold calling. That's not cold calling. You make a lot of calls a day, closer to 100 calls a day. You want to try to get 10 conversations. You want to try to get 10 actual conversations with people. So not just calling, not just 10 calls. You want to try to get on the phone and talking about your business with 10 people a day. Then you want to do even more than that ideally, but for someone just starting and doing it by themselves may not have a lot of time. You got to spend some time doing that. But if you're cold calling for a year and you're not getting any results, then that just means you're bad at cold calling, and that means you need to improve. You need to be studying, cold call scripts, overcoming objectives, making introductions, breaking the ice. You need to be studying those type of things. So there's no way that you can try to improve at these things and not get better over the course of a year. So I would go back to the drawing board and you do research on good sales, actual good sales techniques, real sales techniques, and those are the things that you need to be practicing, implementing those. Studying sales scripts and how to come up with sales scripts and better sales copy for when you're on the phone. Opens, closes, things like that. Those are the things you need to be focused on and get better at it. And over the course of a year, that. Or maybe you're just not built for cold calling, and maybe you're better in person, and door to door is a better option for you. But you need to be doing that just as much as you need to be cold calling. Same with posting online. If you're posting online, hopefully you have a lead magnet that you can pull people to and create an email list, or you're just manually collecting emails from the companies that you want to work with, and you need to and be sending them. Sending out emails, doing some email marketing if you're better at writing than you are at talking to people. But But yeah, but you have to improve at it. You have to be trying to improve at all of these methods. All these things I say this all the time. It takes skill. It's not just the fact that you're doing it. You're doing the action. It you have to be good at doing the action, no matter what it is. If it's cold calling, if it's running ads, if it's making posts, if it's cold email, those are skills. Those are not just things to do. Those aren't just tasks that you need to do. Those are skills that you need to have. That means you need to practice them. That means you need to study how to get better at them and improve. And don't judge your own homework. You don't get to decide if you're better at it. The market decides if you're better at it. You're better at it when people say yes. You're better at it when people give you money. That's what you need to be basing it on. Don't try to grade your own homework. Even with putting videos out and putting things out online, if you think it's good, but no one likes it, no one watches it, then it wasn't good. The market is the decider. The market is the deciding factor. The market grades your homework, not you. So you cold calling for a year and not getting any results, that's the market telling you that you need to improve in that area. Not that cold calling doesn't work, because it works for thousands of people. It just means you need to improve your skills in that particular area. I hope that didn't come off like condescending. I'm really just trying to help you. Um, but but yes, yeah, try to improve in cold calling, and I would stick with it. But also, try some other things. Go door to door. Try email and see how those things work for you as well. Let's see. Espen Machias says, I deliver 15 cards a day to businesses in person and always give them big smiles. I'm actually loving it. What do you recommend in following up with them, and how long before I do? Well, if you're going to these businesses and you're making an introduction, you're letting them know they're seeing your brand and things like that, you should be trying to get some form of contact information. You should be trying to find out who the decision maker is, and that's the person that you're going to be wanting to reach out to and follow up with. And just email addresses is enough. Just another way to collect email addresses. So get those email addresses, get that contact information. That should be the purpose of when you walk into these businesses to make introductions, is to try to make an introduction, introduce your business. You're trying to figure out who the decision maker is and who's in charge of hiring the cleaner, so that you can stay in front of them and you can build a relationship with them through however you want to build a relationship with them, through following up with phone calls every now and then, sending an email, newsletter update and things like that, or a nurture sequence. If you want to put them in a nurture sequence, it's a good idea as well. But that's something that you want to do, is you want to stay in front of them. Let's see. And like, say if you went and you introduced yourself and you got that email, I would start sending them emails the very next day, or even the same later on that day. I would start that email sequence later on that day. As soon as I went and put them into my CRM or whatever you're using, I would have my system send them an email to start an email sequence for them that day, saying, "Hey, we met earlier. It was a pleasure to meet you. Love your business. Love what you're doing. Blah 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 blah." And so that's how I would approach that if I were still doing door to door or handing out flyers or business cards. Donnie Brown says, "Be where you are." That makes sense. So I don't mean to oversimplify it, but yeah, you kind of have to perfect your level before you move to the next one. Do all the side missions, do all the skills, get all the XP before you go to the next level, so that you have 100% completion. But don't expect to go to the next level until you have 100% completion on the level that you're on now, to speak in gaming video game terms. Uh, but yeah, that's extremely important. But that's not to say you can't go to the next level. There's plenty of video games where once you're 50, 60% complete, you can go to the next level, but you just won't have all of the skills or all the XP or all the materials that you're going to need to help you in that next level. And so you're still going to have to work on those things in order to move to the next level. So yes, be where you are, be at the level that you're on, and embrace it. You're at the level that you're on because there's some lesson that you need to learn to get to the next one. So don't run from it. Stay in your level. Be okay with where you are, and be proud of it, because every level of business is something to be proud of, because people don't stay in business. This isn't for everyone. Be proud that you're able to do this, and that you have the ability to play in this game, and that you're doing something that's going to benefit you for the rest of your life, and maybe even your future generations. So remember your why. Remember why you're doing this, and don't be discouraged when things don't work out. Don't be discouraged that you're not at your dream level. I'm not at my dream level. I want to. This is not where I want to. I don't want my cleaning business to peak to stay where it is. I want it to. I still want it to grow. All of my businesses, I want them to grow. I'm not satisfied yet, but I'm okay being at the level that I am, even in my media company, even though it's the very beginning, and we're not making a whole lot of revenue, but I'm proud of the fact that we're in business. And so and I'm gonna, there's something I need to learn at this level about managing content for multiple people and things like that, and managing creative employees as opposed to just technicians or cleaning, labor employees. Those things are different, and so I'm learning those things, and I know I need to perfect the things at this level before I move to the next level, and build my team, and continue to grow. And so that's even for me, it works. Even for me, whatever level you are, you can, there's things that you can focus on to perfect, and use it to grow, and use it to build upon to get to the next level. Yes, it'd be nice if someone came in and was like, yeah, run our marketing department, for $50,000 a month. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. But do I know that I'll be able to deliver at that level right off the bat? No, I have no idea. Am I going to try if it gets offered to me? Hell yes, I'm going to try. I'm going to try, and if I fail, I'm going to fail like I'm going to fail running 100 miles an hour, full speed. So that's what I suggest. Try it. If it doesn't work out, you just try it again. You take those opportunities to learn, and then you make the adjustments, and then you move forward, and you're better off for it, and then you're able to actually play in that space a lot better. Let's see. Angelo's Cleaning Solution says also try to do Uber and Grubhub around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. That seems perfect, because those are right outside of the times where, right in between the times where you should be most active in your cold calling. So that's a dope way to get started right there. I like that combo. Doing your calls and your sales, in between the hours of 8 and 10, and 3 to 5, 3 to 4:30 realistically, uh, and then doing your Grubhub and Uber Eats from 11 to 2. That sounds like work to me. That seems like a good work day. So it says in an industrial area and pass out your cards. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, I'm in an industrial area. Got plenty of people around here with my business cards on their desk, or in there hanging on their walls or their bulletin boards. Prince of Troy says thanks for the advice. Nate Nicks, hit the like button, fam. Yeah, y'all, man, hit the like button. Nate Nicks always remind y'all. I appreciate Nate Nick, man. You are the best, man. Hit the like button for your boy. I really need it. The YouTube algorithm loves likes. So the more likes we get, the better chances of it, the algorithm showing the video to more and more people. And with that, the community grows. We're able to do more, make more, provide more value for people. And this community gets bigger and bigger and bigger and better every day. I'm super proud of this community. You guys are absolutely amazing. I couldn't ask for more. If you guys are looking for more individual help, something specific for your business, I do one-on-one coaching, as you already know. The price is going to be going up at the end of the month, and also the playbacks of these lives are going to be for members only at the end of the month. So we're making those changes. Join the channel, become a member if you want to be able to watch these lives back, or live playbacks, and continue to like the video and continue to support the channel. We're going to keep running it up, man. I love y'all. That is the end of today's live stream. I appreciate all of y'all being here. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Boss Family. I appreciate y'all. Follow me on IG and TikTok at Cleaning Boss Family. Check out my links in the description for products, and it's my suggestion for products and equipment that I use in my cleaning business, things that I think will really help you. And that's it for today, man. I'm glad you guys been here. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. We'll be back next Tuesday for another Cleaning Business Tuesday live, man. Shout out to y'all. I hope you got some. Sim says, thank you so much for everything you provide for this community. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. I'm honored to be a part of this community in the way that I am, and because of the support that you guys have given me, it's propelled me into the space in a really real way. And so, got some really cool things coming up. Again, as you guys know, we are speaking. We're a speaker at the Cleaning Business Network Conference, Clean Business Network Conference in Vegas, February 21st through 24th, I believe. There may have been some extra dates added, but I believe I'm speaking on day one. So get to the conference. If you're in Vegas, get there early. So I'll be speaking, one of the first speakers up. I think I'm second speaker overall. But yeah, we'll be speaking at that conference, and I'll be mixing and mingling with all of the Cleaning Boss family and everyone at the Clean Business Network. It's gonna be a cool event, good space to network with people and hang out with people from the industry, get industry tips and hear from a bunch of different brains and leaders of the space. It's going to be a really cool atmosphere. So come check that out. I'm going to try to put my link. I think AJ gave me an affiliate link, so I'm going to post the affiliate link. And if you are going and coming to see me and want to support me in particular at this event, then that's the link to click. But let's see. Right, we're getting about here. Oh, one more. We have one more question. I'll let one more tough question sneak in. Angelo Skin says, "Do you think having W-2 employees versus independent contractors is better? No, it's easier to do W-9, but I kind of feel like having employees, you really can train them properly." That's exactly it. I prefer W-2 employees. I love to be able to have the control. I love to be able to control the systems and be able to have my own company internally, be able to grade and manage quality and train employees in the way that we want things, that I want things to be done, that we control it from the inside. And I think that mainly is one of the major reasons why I prefer having W-2 employees all across all of my territories over subcontractors. It's just it's the thing that I care about, so I like to have the control over it, and I like for it to be managed internally. And yeah, I actually do feel like it's more appealing to customers that you work directly with them, as opposed to hiring someone else to do the work, and then having that switch out should that relationship go sour and things like that. I just much rather have full control. If someone's not working, someone's not doing a good job, and one person on the team's not doing a good job, I can switch that person out, get that person out of there, get someone new in there, and I can retrain and train and add new things. That I can subtract and minus things from checklists, and really try to get I can squeeze the labor and the activities to try to make the account as profitable as possible. And so definitely always, for me personally, W-2s over subcontractors. There are some people who make huge companies with only subcontractors. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but just for me personally, this is just how I like to run my business. I like to have control. I like for everything to kind of exist internally, and I think that leads for quicker movement through things and more control. Angela, I appreciate the feedback. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you guys asking questions. I love all of you, man. I appreciate y'all so much. I can't say that enough, man. Thank y'all for being the community that y'all are. Thank y'all for supporting me the way that you do. At this point, we wouldn't be this channel without you guys, and it's been an amazing ride. I'm overjoyed, overwhelmed. Appreciate the positive vibes and helping me come into some more positive vibrations for the rest of the day. I'm definitely going to carry that with me. I love you guys. Stay tuned. Join us next time for another Tuesday live stream. Y'all keep that boss mentality. Peace.